ഹായ് ഫ്രണ്ട്സ്, ക്രിയേറ്റീവ് ഡ്രീംസിൻ്റെ ഒരു പുതിയ എപ്പിസോഡിലേക്ക് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് എല്ലാവർക്കും സ്വാഗതം. ഈ വീഡിയോ ഞങ്ങൾ നഷ്ടപ്പെട്ടു എന്ന് കരുതാണ്, എന്നാൽ വളരെ യാദൃശ്ചികമായിട്ട് ഞങ്ങൾക്കത് റിക്കവർ ചെയ്യാൻ തക്കൊണ്ട് സാധിച്ചു. വളരെ ലേറ്റായിട്ടാണെങ്കിലും ഇത് ഇപ്പോഴെങ്കിലും പോസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ സാധിച്ചതിൽ വളരെ സന്തോഷമുണ്ട്. എല്ലാവരും കാണുമെന്ന് വിശ്വസിക്കുന്നു. താങ്ക് യു.
How many of you know the verse of the song? Children? Okay. I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. No turning back, no turning back.
Moses had died, and God had selected Joshua to be the new leader of children Israel. After wandering in the wilderness, the children were now ready to enter the promised land. The first place they had to conquer was Jericho. The Israelites are coming! The Israelites are coming! The Israelites are coming. They had crossed over the river of Jordan and were camping in Gilead. Close the gates! Now Jericho has strong, huge, thick walls and gates. These gates are closed at night and in the times of danger. When the people of Jericho knew that the Israelis were coming, they closed the city gates. In olden days, a strong wall around the city was impossible to break through. The king of Jericho knew this. Don't worry, our army and our strong walls around Jericho will protect us. What do these people think they can do against our walls? The king and people of Jericho were very proud of their walls. They were sure nothing could defeat them when they had their walls to protect them. Back in the Israelite camp, Joshua was looking at the city, wondering how he would break through those walls. While he was planning how to attack, the angel of the Lord appeared to Joshua. As commander of the Lord's army, he had a better plan. So Joshua humbled himself before the Lord and listened to God's plan to take the city. Although Joshua had fought many battles in the wilderness, he knew that without the Lord's help, he could do nothing. God's battle plan was a little different. But Joshua went to his people and gave them instructions exactly as the Lord had commanded. But the next morning, the Israelites began to march around the walls, city wall. Up on the walls, the king of Jericho watched the Israelites. He had prepared his archers to attack as soon as they closed enough. But to his surprise, they circled the city just once and returned back to camp. The king was pleased.
അയ്യേ ഇത്രയുള്ള പേടിച്ചോടുന്ന കണ്ടില്ലേ? When they saw the size of our walls, they got frightened. I don't think the mighty Israelites will bother us anymore.
But the next morning, they were back, and again they circled the city just once and returned.
What do these people think they are doing? Do they think they can conquer us by going for some march past?
Jericho's defenders started laughing at the Israelites as they marched round the wall day after day. But the Israelites didn't listen to the insults. The Lord had commanded them to march without a sound, and they did. But each morning for 6 days, the army marched around the city walls in silence while the priests blew the trumpets. Marched around the wall as before, but today there was a difference.
Round the walls of Jericho, round the walls of Jericho, round the walls of Jericho, the army went. 7 times without a stop, 7 times without a stop, 7 times without a stop, the army went. When the people gave a shout, when the people gave a shout, when the people gave a shout, the walls came down. Into Jericho at last, into Jericho at last, into Jericho at last, the army went. Israel had trusted in the strong walls that he had made. When we boast about something we have or look down who's less fortunate, we are telling God that He is not important and we can do things on our own. എന്നാൽ ഇത് ശരിയല്ല. എല്ലാ മഹത്തായ കാര്യങ്ങളുടെ ഉറവിടം ദൈവമാണ്. അതുകൊണ്ട് നാം വളരെ താഴ്ന്നുള്ള ജീവിതം നയിക്കുകയും ദൈവത്തെ കൂടാതുള്ള ജീവിതം ശൂന്യമാണ് എന്ന് മനസ്സിലാക്കുകയും ചെയ്യണം. നാം നിദ്രിക്കാതിരിക്കേണ്ടതിന് ദൈവം നമുക്ക് ചെയ്തു തന്ന നന്മകൾക്ക് നന്ദി പറയണം. ജോസായുടെ ജനവും താഴ്മയുള്ളവരും ദൈവത്തെ അനുസരിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് ദൈവകാര്യം മാനിച്ചത് നല്ല വിജയം കൊടുത്തു. നാം താഴ്മയുള്ളവരായി ഇരിക്കണം. മാനസികമായ ഒന്നിലും ആശ്രയിക്കാനാവില്ല. നമ്മുടെ ആശ്രയം ദൈവമാണ്. നാം അവരുടെ മഹത്തായ യാഗവും അവൻ നമുക്ക് ചെയ്തു തന്ന നന്മകൾ എപ്പോഴും ഓർക്കണം. താങ്ക് യു.
James 4 verse 6. God opposes the proud but gives grace to the humble. James 4 verse 6. Psalms 35 verses 9. He guides the humble in what is right and teaches them his way. Psalms 35 verses 9. Micah 6 verse 8. He has shown you, O man, what is good and what the Lord requires of you, but to do justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God. Micah 6 verse 8.
God's word tells us to be humble in the sight of God and man. In the book of James we see this is what we ought to be. Humanity is what He wants in you and me. Jesus is the best example, showing us what we should do. Attitude, it is the key, practicing humanity. If one all the Lord could do it, so should we. We must always take our motives, put away the selfish thoughts. We should do our very best, make sure that they pass the test. Please the Lord in what we do and we'll be blessed.
Thank you, children. Next, we have a testimony by Bessie Mahan. Testimony by Bessie Mahan.
But
Go tell on mountains, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell on mountains that Jesus Christ is the way. Ding dong, once the gospel bell. Ding dong, once the gospel bell. Ding dong, once the gospel bell. Jesus Christ is the way. Go tell on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell on the mountain that Jesus Christ is the truth. Ding dong, rings the gospel bell. Ding dong, rings the gospel bell. Ding dong, rings the gospel bell. Jesus Christ is the truth. Go tell on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell on the mountain that Jesus.
Telling and hearing stories is a time passed for children, whereas our Lord Jesus always used to explain many truths and mysteries about the kingdom of God through stories for dinner. One of the guests said, "Won't it be wonderful to be at God's banquet when His kingdom comes?" Then Jesus said, "Let me tell you a story. A certain man gave a great supper and invited many people. He sent his servants at supper time to tell the people that the feast was ready. But all of them started to make excuses. The first said, 'I have bought a piece of land and I must go and see it. I'm sorry, but I cannot come.' The second said, 'I have just bought 5 yoke of oxen and I must go and test them. Please excuse me.' Still another said, 'I have just married a wife and therefore cannot come.' None of the people who were invited kept their promise by telling petty excuses. The servant became very disappointed and reported all these things to his master. Therefore, although it is human tendency to show self-confidence first, and when we utterly fail, go to God in despair. Therefore, all those who are children of God should put complete trust in Him and take everything to Him in prayer, as His invitation is wide open to all sinners for salvation and His grace for blessing. Praise the Lord.
Thank you, Hannah. Next, we have a group song by classes of 12th and 11th. A group song by class 11th and 12th.
Praise the Lord. We the students of class 11 and 12 are going to sing a group song. The first song will be an English song followed by a Malayalam song.
especially to those who have been invited to the banquet, and tell them to come.
The party is ready. And where is my servant, Joe Scooty? Hello, Joe Scooty. Please come here.
Sir, my lord, what can I do for you, my king?
Go and call all the people, for the party is ready.
Yes, my king. Firstly, the servant goes to invite one family called Mr. Matai, a businessman. Mr. Matai has just bought 5-bedroom house at Kolkata and a farmhouse at Mona area.
രാജസുതൻ വേലിയൊന്ന് കടിച്ചത് പണ്ട് രാജ്യത്തുള്ള പൗരന്മാരെ ക്ഷണിച്ചത് കൊണ്ട് രാജസുതൻ വേലിയൊന്ന് കടിച്ചത് പണ്ട് രാജ്യത്തുള്ള പൗരന്മാരെ ക്ഷണിച്ചത് കൊണ്ട് ഭോജനത്തിൻ നാളഞ്ഞൻ നരജനം കണ്ട് ഭോജനത്തിൻ നാളഞ്ഞൻ നരജനം കണ്ട്
The wedding party. Please do come for the meal is ready.
I have recently bought a 5-bedroom house in Kolkata and many lands. Please do not disturb me.
Please come.
I said, do not disturb.
Okay, man, get out from here. Servant meets him on the road with the oxen. Servant tries to explain the importance of the invite. Hey, stop! The king has invited you for the wedding party. Please do come for the meal is ready.
Excuse me, what is your name?
My name is Joe Scooty.
Listen, Joseph, I have newly bought 5 yoke of oxen and I have to take them to the green field. And I have to check my investment, so please do not disturb.
Please come.
I said, please do not disturb.
Please.
Hey, cow, attack!
Thirdly, the servant goes to invite one family called Mr. Sam, the newly married person.
Hey, what do you want?
The king has invited you for the wedding party. Please do come for the meal is ready.
Hey, we are newly married. We are planning to go to Switzerland for honeymoon.
Please come. Please. Then the servant walks home. The people has rejected and smitten him. After he reaches home, he breaks the news to his master. King, I have bad news. Nobody is willing to come for the wedding party.
What? Really? Nobody deserves to come for this party. But I have a plan. Where
little king